If I were to ask you, what do you think makes up a good image? How would you answer that question? Would you talk about the composition? Would you talk about the subject matter inside the frame? The way it's lit? The color palette used? Or the intention behind the image? Now, before you answer that, I want you to think deep. I want you to think exactly like you. See, when I take a look at an image, I think a little bit differently than most do. For the longest time, I've struggled with my artistic style. It's not hard to see that if you look at my profile, if you look at any of my work, I like images with deep tone. I like images with a lot of mood, with character, something that questions the mind, something that tells a story that is not exactly the easiest story. I like things that aren't easy on the eyes, things that stop and make you wonder with drama, hard light, soft light, deep shadow, texture, sweat, imperfections. The more that you make what you don't want to make, the more you lose who you are. You get lost in it all, and it gets to a point where your relationship with what you do becomes sour and stale. Because the whole reason you got into it into the first place was to be able to replicate what you saw in your mind. The thing that drew you to image making. Maybe my look is not exactly commercially appealing, and for the longest time I feel like I wasn't okay with that. But at the end of the day, that's my style. That is what makes a good image to me. That's the way I see. That's the way I would like to create and make art. When you make things from now on, I want you to think in your mind, what is it to you that you want to say? What is it to you that you want to express? When you create an image, when you create a story, don't think about what everybody else thinks. Don't think about the current trends, whether it's the film grain, the soft filters, wide open lenses, and things like that. How would you create? I guess you can call every artist a reflection of their visual expression, just a representation of who they are, where you were brought up, what your values are, the way you see the world. All of that is reflective of your unique style. It's the makeup recipe of everything you are. It's the representation of everything that you do. It's the representation of your mindset, your approach, your outlook on the world. It's your identity. Don't let anyone take it.
What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Be you.